need to be recorded.
All right, there we go. Can hear me better, I hope, for a minute anyway. I'll
Yeah,
say King,
much better.
okay, King Tut, during his reign, King Tut tried to restore better relations with ancient Egypt's neighbors. King Tut also reversed the radical religious beliefs that his father forced upon Egypt and reinforced the more traditional religious beliefs. King Tut died at the age of 19 and was nearly forgotten in history until his tomb was discovered in 1922. King Tut's tomb was the most intact Egyptian tomb ever found, with thousands of artifacts from King Tut's time that have helped historians understand the 18th Egyptian dynasty. That is Mr. King Tut. All right, so here we go. Let's see what the phrase of the day is. It goes like this. Each one of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative our time will become. Say that again. Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative our time will become. The question is, how does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? How does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? Goes like this all together now. Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative our time will become. The question is, how does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? How does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? All right, who wants to go first?
Well, if don't nobody unmute, I'll go. I
Go ahead.
believe that. I believe that once
Janie, Janie,
um
Janie,
can
what's
you
your name and where you calling from?
oh my name is Pam and I'm calling from Arkansas.
It's a great day. All right, go ahead.
My name is Janie and I'm calling from Moreno Valley, California.
All right,
Um
good.
that was a good question. It was a little tongue twister for me. But I believe that when you start working smarter and you start analyzing and then you get to, you know, put your place in front of the right people, when your integrity is up to par, like you want to be the best you want to smile and you want to make sure that you're doing all the right things. And if you put yourself in front of the right people and then you I forgot the other word, but okay. Back to you, Dennis. I'm sorry. I forgot the
Uh,
question.
you want me to say the question again so you can hear it? Or you good?
No, I'm good, but basically it helps you do things in decent and in order. So
Okay.
that's it.
All right. I got you. So when you start off and you're working smarter, which we do work smarter, we're not using our labor, we're using our minds a little more. Integrity, the integrity you have in doing the right things and going out and make things happen in a good way. You go out and you get out into the world. And you're like, I got integrity. I'm not gonna let this go. I got to do the right thing and make things happen. And you create things as you go. You being creative as you have an integrity. Now you're looking at the good side. We can always look at the negative, but when you got that integrity, it makes you say, okay, let me make this better. How can I do this better? You're always thinking, how can you improve on life? And when you do that, you're working smarter and you're doing things with your people that work with you, and you're innovative, you're creative. We always say, two minds are better than one. And when you get together, you go ahead and say, since you do have that integrity, you go out and you want to create things, and everything will get better because you're all on the same mindset and you want to help people anyway. And when we help people and doing the right things together, everything gets better. Everything's on a positive thing. The universe, you work, like you said, you get around the like-minded people, and all these things go ahead and improve as we go on. So thank you very much, Jamie. I really appreciate it. So here we go. We're going to keep on going. It goes like this. Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative the time will become. The question, quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows. All right, who wants to go next? Did we drop everybody?
You said, how does the quality of our integrity grow as we change?
Correct. It goes, how does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows?
Oh, I transposed it. Okay. The quality of your integrity, right?
Right.
When you grow and you're confident in what you're doing, and you're focused on how you do things in the right way, like Janie said, um, then people trust you more, and people want to deal with you more when they trust you. And what's that old saying? People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, you know? And when people realize that you really do care about them and their well-being, and you're not just like a number to them, um, or you're not just somebody they're using to help yourself, then they want to work with you more and they want to do more. And you're able to add people to your, not just your team in business, but you develop friendship and good relationships with people that sometimes that you didn't even expect. And then also people are more apt to spread the word about you, so you get word of mouth, uh, people calling you because somebody recommended you. um, uh, when I think of integrity, I think more about business. So that's why I'm kind of speaking more about business, but also in friendships, people trust you more when you show that you say what you mean and mean what you say. You know, you're not, uh, you're not, can't think of the word, but you're not flipping around back and forth. You stick to who you are, and you're not the representative. They get the real you, and they know that they can trust you. And so I feel like I'm rambling, so I'm gonna be quiet. Okay, so that's what I got, what come to my mind, and thank you.
You're very welcome. You're very welcome.
Mhm.
Thank you. We focus on the right things. You gotta trust. You want to trust. And see, people say people don't know how much you care until people can't. What is it? People can't trust you. I
People
forgot
don't
what.
care how much you know until
Right.
they
That's
know how
it.
much you
They care
care.
how much you know until they know how much you care. And when you do that, people will come up to you and they'll be like, okay, I trust that person. You have to build that trust and carry on. And we got to show how much they want to make sure that you are genuine and not just a number, and you want more. You want to do more for them. It's not all about you. You're concerned about people's situations, and you sometimes it's just the ear to listen sometimes, but they feel like they can come to you and you develop that friendship, so it can be a tighter bond and people spread the word about you. So now that you get your business out there and you got more integrity with that, as well as business, as well as your
We're losing you
friendship.
again.
They can trust you more, they can do more, they'll come to you, your name will be said more, people will come to you sometimes that you don't even know. It's like, oh, well, somebody told me to come to you, they're referring you to, or I heard about you, so I wanted to get to know you. We missing me again? Can you hear me now? Okay, let's keep
Yeah,
going.
that's better.
Essential and mean what you say is what you say. Mean what you say and stick with who you are. Make sure your word is your bond. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna keep rolling because I don't know if this is going in or out, but that's okay. We're still gonna keep going, keep going. Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative our design will become. The question is, how does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? All right, who wants to go next? All
Blessings and
righty. I
prosperity.
guess you know what? Maybe it's a bad connection. That's
Miss,
okay.
I'll
We're
go
still on a
next.
roll. So I'll say
Dennis.
that again. Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity.
Uh-oh. Think he fell off again. Yep, he's gone.
When he come back on, he's going to be able to just go right on through it because it's going to stop acting a fool right now.
Yeah, we're gonna call that out. I'm touching and agreeing with that.
Hey, as I was saying, I don't know if you guys can hear me. Said each of us is
We
an
hear
artist
you.
of our days. So everybody has. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, we're Gary now.
Okay, all right. Let's say each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative our time will become. The question is, how does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? All right, anybody want to go next? Can you hear me?
I'll go next, Dennis. Blessings and prosperity. This is
All
Sierra
right.
Moore from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And what I got out of that is the relationships you build will genuinely show your integrity. And I say that because I experienced that yesterday at the bowling alley with a young man who's been watching me do my business. And we got to conversate. Normally, we laugh, we joke. They clean off my car, and I thank them, and I go home. Well, yesterday, it was raining. So while they were laughing and joking, I was passing out my information and asking if they mind if I shared information with them. A lot of them, yeah, sure. What you got? Well, this particular young guy was assuming that I've been doing the business 25 years. And I thanked him by all means. If I make it look that good, thank you. But I had to explain to him, no, I haven't been doing it long. And basically all I do is share. And at that time, instead of me utilizing what I normally do, I just pulled out my phone and presented the information that was in my hand. He watched, his eyes got big. He was intrigued. He was like, you know what? You must really care because you're taking time out to not only explain it, but you're showing me what it is. And I've had your card for a minute, but I'm really going to go look at your information because this does make sense. $79 and I get all that and it's my business. I never thought about running a business. I said, yeah, that's the problem most of us have. I didn't think about running a business either until I got this opportunity. I said, and it's so easy. I said, you see, I just shared it with you. And he asked me, basically what was my mission. And I said to help as many people, in this world to have this opportunity so that they can also utilize this and won't be used from their job. And it was like a light bulb went off to him because his other friends were all comfortable with working at the bowling alley, working at the grocery store, and they had some jobs we all done probably experienced. But he got it. The light bulb went off. And he was like, you do got to pay a lot for a brick and mortar. You do got to get lawyers. You got to do this and you got to do that. So he trusted that my sharing was genuine, that I wasn't trying to do something for myself, that I was really My intentions were really to help him and whoever else. And he got that. And I told him I appreciate that, because all people don't get the fact that a lot of us that are offering this opportunity are genuine. And we do want to see other people take advantage of the same opportunity that was presented to us. So yes, I say keep being you guys, keep being you kings and queens, and shine, and keep offering your information. And offering it, ask if it's okay, so that way they don't feel that you're coming in and just disrespecting them and giving them an MR kiss, like right on their mouth, just offering your business and just going in. So I've learned that just me genuinely showing up and just being me and doing what I do, people are watching and they are intrigued and they want to know more, but they're scared to come ask. So sometimes you just gotta be you and be bold and do that smile, and when they engage and say hello, that's your doorway of opening. How are you? You know, do you mind if I offer you some information? You look like a sharp individual, and it works. Like that little line right there works so well. And I just thank you guys for always sharing different tools that we can utilize through our everyday journey and being able to add to our business just with that little information, the being humble, not, overwhelming nobody, going in with greetings of kindness, and reassuring them that we're genuine and we want the best for them with this opportunity versus, what can I get out? I just got to get bonuses. I just got to get this. And I'm realizing, like she said, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And that resonated with that young man because he felt that I genuinely cared about his situation and that I wanted something better for him. So continue on being great. Thanks for sharing your information. Thanks for sharing with me. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to be fed every morning with this wonderful information. So all you be blessed, and prosperities and blessings to all. Back to you, Dennis.
All right, all right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. You just have to have the integrity, go out there. Like I said, you were at the bowling alley, and a young man you've been knowing for years, been watching. I always say people are always watching you. We don't realize who's watching us. But he said it looked like he thought you were in business for 25 years. You're like, no, I haven't. But thank you for that compliment, because you carry yourself as a professional. You're doing it consistently and persistently. And as I always say, you don't know who's watching you. You don't know, and then when you do it on the internet, it's the same thing. Like when Stacy joined my business, she's been watching me for 2 years. I don't know who she was, but she's in Philadelphia, but you don't know who's watching. You'll see people come in and you're like, wow, what did happen? But it gets good because every day somebody's coming in that you don't know or somebody you do know, and they're just watching what you do. So you have to carry yourself in a higher status, a higher position, and have integrity about what you're doing. And as you said, you kept talking to him and you said, hey, you just want to help people, and the light bulb went off. If you want to have a brick and mortar, it's going to cost you a lot of money, lawyers, fees, lights, gas, da da da. And he was saying he trusted you because you was being genuine. And he got it. He said, boom, I understand now. And the best thing he said is you always ask if it's okay to share it. Ask them. That's a lot of things we don't do. We take that for granted. All that little tool that you use, we talked about the other day, showing up, integrity, and let them know that they do want more. They want to know more about what you're doing because they see it. And, you say, hey, you look like a sharp individual. That's giving someone a compliment. Man, I look sharp. Yeah, it could be the dress, or it can be their mindset. But you give them a compliment. I always say compliment somebody on what they're wearing, their hair, their mindset. And then, do you mind if I share something? They're like, yeah, now you can go in, that you're not forcing it upon them. They don't feel like they're being sold. They feel like, hey, I asked for this information, so I'm gonna get it, and now it makes the whole conversation on a whole different level. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. And let's keep on rolling. It goes like this. Each of us is an artist of our days. The greater our integrity and awareness, the more original and creative time will become. And the question is, how does the quality of my creativity change as my integrity grows? All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
All right.
This is what you just said is extremely profound.
Let
And
me Can I say something right quick? What's your name and where you call it from right quick
Oh,
before you go?
this is Goddess Ma'at, and I am from Omaha, Nebraska.
All right, welcome, welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. What's up, fam? What's up, fam? As you're speaking, what you said was totally profound. And when I think about integrity, integrity is your words and your words and your actions matching, I believe, is a definition. I usually have my thesaurus in my dictionary here, but I don't have it with me. Today, I'm over my daughter's house. So pray for the, we're supposed to have a big old huge snowstorm here. So they canceled all the schools, but my daughter still had to go to work. So please pray for victory and everybody's well. So anyway, integrity, if I'm thinking about the definition of integrity, and to me, I think the definition of integrity is your words and your actions matching up. And so that reminded me of a song yesterday that that my daughter was playing, that this rapper was saying. He said, don't let me have 1,000, don't let me have 100 scriptures on my Facebook page and don't live any of them. You know, just putting up that front. He said, don't let me, you know, when I get wealthy, to spend all my money on jewelry. You know, don't let me, when I get famous, to, you know, go out there and be a hoe. You know, is the essence of what the song says. So integrity is our actions matching up with our words. And so when I think about my integrity and how my actions matching up with my words is increasing my creativity, and then the effect that it has on the quality of my integrity. Actually, that is very interesting because I've been working on consistency and persistency. And I've been I'm so excited. I've been consistent with my presentations to my group, to my people. And through that consistency and that persistency, my integrity is growing because I'm seeing that it's working. I'm seeing that it's affecting people. I'm seeing that I'm building relationships. And that is causing my creativity and my time to be even more valuable if I'm thinking about the order of what you just said. So along with my integrity, which is my words and my actions matching, my creativity is growing. And then it's with my creativity growing, it's building relationships with those that I'm presenting to the business. Now, the people that are following me, they have and or have not been on the webinars. But what's so good about it, because I'm building relationship, they're still following me. They're still asking questions. They're still seeing who I am. This one young lady I asked to get on the webinar. First, she said she'll get on it, and then I asked for her contact information, and she didn't give it to me, but she's still following me because I'm still talking to them, you know, ask them how they doing, how are you, checking up on them, yada, yada, yada. And today she said, can I call you Tuesday so you can help me with my business? Now, I don't know why she wanted me to help her with her business. And so, like Dennis said, you got to be wise and take it as it comes. How I'm going to help you with your business is by you getting on the webinar. I'm not going to help you with your business by doing something for you. You know, Dennis, you know what I mean? How I used to, people used to get me, I bring something to people and then they used to ask me to help them. And so I find myself helping them more than they helping me.
Right.
And so praise God that my integrity and my is affecting my creativity, which is affecting my time, which is affecting and infecting with good the quality of my integrity. So that's totally wonderful. And I thank you for letting me think about it like that, because it really is a succession of events. It really is a path. It really is a pattern, just like Surge is a pattern. It's a path. It's a succession of events. So thanks, Dennis. Peace.
All right. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. You said it's profound, the integrity. I love what you said. Your words and your actions matching up. That is so deep. I mean, it's so simple to do, but it's simple not to do. So many people talk, but they don't walk the walk. I always think about your word is your bond. But if we go out there and people, we in the carpets, we used to say buyers are liars because they'll tell you all kind of stuff. Or you got friends that say, hey, well, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get in the business, I'm gonna do this. It goes 6 months, go by, a year, they become witness protection. So the word is not their bond. And when, like you just said, you have to go out there and your words and actions are what you do. Sometimes, they say actions speak louder than words because anybody can tell you anything, but what are you gonna do? I always say, what about your production? It's all about production. It's production. How are you producing in your friendship? What are you giving to it? It's a give and take. How can you lead by example? It's about what you do. Your words have to match what you do. You don't have to, nobody has to tell me to get up in the morning right now. I decided, I don't know how long it's been now, to get up every morning at 5 o'clock and do it. I'm going to do it. Nothing that you said, it doesn't make a difference. I decide if I'm gonna do the blitz. I can't worry about anybody else. I have to do it. I have to hold myself to a certain standard, have the integrity, the courage, the fortitude to do it, just like you all. You have to do the same. And like you said, Goddess Mayat, your word is your bond. Your words have to match up. And we're going to pray for your daughter out there, going out there in the snowstorm. People don't care about what you do, and they don't care about, just want you, it's a number going to work. You get your slave on this plantation, whatever they want to do, they don't mind. They will work you to your bones. Like I used to do 14, 16-hour days in finance. They didn't care. Just make sure their numbers are okay. You good at putting our numbers up there. I think Sierra also said something about, oh, you're valuable. You can't take a vacation. But this guy that don't know nothing, he can take a vacation. You're an asset. Well, pay me like an asset. Treat me better. But they won't. They want to take more of your time and make you work for less and less money. That's what they'll give you a nickel raise, a quarter raise, but now we're gonna work you extra 5 to 10 hours a week or 10 hours a day. So, thank you very much for bringing that up. And, you talked about the song, this rapper talked about yesterday, the scriptures on it. He says, let me not put that stuff on my page every day and not live that way. Let me not be a whoremonger. Let me not put the jewelry on. Let me have the integrity and the fortitude to go out and be a level-headed man. Let me go help people grow instead of being somebody that you don't know and using people all the time. Let me really help people. Don't let me be what I'm not saying up here. Let me practice what I preach instead of preach and not practice. So let's go out there and do that on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, and make things grow at all times and keep your integrity. And it's increasing and what you're working today. You said now because you're doing things differently, being persistent and consistent, you're seeing a change and effect of people versus being that person is not reliable. Now you can take a responsibility for what you do. It's not what they do, it's what you do. And people will watch you and be like, well, dang, let me sit back and see how can I improve. That person is really genuine. That person really is trying to do something. But if you are a fly by night and get caught up in what they're doing, and like you said about the you make yourself more valuable. People, you go out there and you're affecting people in different ways, and people, you have more creativity, and the time is more valuable. Now your time and creativity is more valuable. You can see things from a different light. I always say, when you change the way you look at things, the way you look at things change. And when you do that, it's like, wow, I've been doing this all wrong. I've been doing this and that and the other, but now I just sit back and be genuine. Knowing who you are is a big thing with that. You know who you are. Go out and be who you are. Everybody's different, but you have a gift. The creator is giving you a gift. Go out there and create. That's what you're supposed to do. Create. When you have that creativity, and when you're in the right state of mind, it just keeps growing. You're like, wow, this came up. Wow, that's good. No matter how small and minute you think it is, it may be big to someone else. And you're helping them with your knowledge and helping their day go on because of what you've done. And then you're like, wow, that helped that person out. A small thing, like Sierra was saying, a small little thing is to say, now you can go out to the world and say, hey, you're a sharp individual. Wow, you probably wouldn't have said that before. We don't have that in our mind, in our arsenal. But now that you do, you heard someone else say it, now you can go out and use it in your arsenal to go out and make someone see exactly what you want, and you can assist them as well. As you was talking about a lady who you've been building a relationship, seeing who you are, wonder how you're doing. They want to know how you're doing and stuff like that. And being wise and getting to know someone and putting them, lady say, well, hey, I want you to help me with my business. And as you said, in the past, you would get all off track and be like, oh, I'd be like, man, come on back. Goddess Maya, come on back. You get all caught up. I'm like, now, Now you set yourself up. Don't get emotional with it. You like,
Yep.
dang, I done helped them. They still ain't done nothing for me. Yes,
Mhm.
but you done gave all your goods to them already. Now they're like, well, why would I do that? I don't want to do what you're doing. You're nuts. But no, now they're coming to you and say, hey, if you want me to assist you, this is the way I'm going to help you. Is when you help me and I'll help you, get on this webinar. And we're going to show you how we can assist you in improving your business, your life. It's a lifestyle change. It's just not about your business. You learn how to do this business and your business. And not only that, but you learn how to change your life. Everything will change. You know, it's about evolution, and stop being polluted with the mind and go ahead and have a solution for what your problems are. And not only that, you can help others as you grow as well. So thank you very much, because you're infecting and affecting people as you go. And I love
Yes,
it that you
sir.
said a pattern, and you said the precedence, and you being the person that lighthouse that others can go out and see, and you're inspiring them in other ways that you didn't even know you could do. But thank you
Yes,
very
sir.
much for saying that. I think I got everybody. So folks,
Dennis,
yes, ma'am, go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
want to thank Sierra though for giving the different examples of how she talks to people, because that's really, really helpful too. Like the one gentleman who was who's so busy into his exercise, he said he wouldn't do anything at all, but he was on this morning with me when I was because I just do some stretch. He was on my little thing with me this morning to do some stretching. And so Sierra, by her telling the different situations and what she does, like she said, usually she kept people to get on the webinar, but she said with him, she saw that interest was there, that live was on. She went on and just went over the video with him standing right there. And so she's using wisdom through her going ahead and doing it about how to come to each individual. I went to my my scared list yesterday, and I just let folks know. And I came a little different because they don't want to get on the webinar. They already said, no, I don't want to get on the webinar, or some said they are going to get on the webinar, but I let them know. I said, you know what? I said, the one young lady, I told her, she said she wanted to get on because she wanted to get her and her daughter, she wants to get something for her daughter to travel, and she wants to start traveling again. Now this queen, she's used to making like over $120,000 a month. And right now she's working about 4 or 5 jobs, just like Sierra, but she just won't get on the webinar. But I let her know yesterday. I just sent her a note yesterday. I was like, this luxury package is usually $500. I said, but it's $79, but it's going off for sale on the 19th. I know it's the 20th, but I told them the 19th, so they don't wait till the last minute. I said, but on the 19th, I said, we're going to talk about all the benefits of it tonight on the webinar. And then I told that to my neighbor across the street who works at home. Everything I asked was always no, 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 no. But I just let her know. And she sent me back a note and says, thank you, I appreciate it. So I had to come another way. And so Sarah, and you too show the different ways that you tell people, but I appreciate the specifics, how Sarah has said with this one, she did this, but she's changed on and did this because she saw he reacted differently. So I really appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. You have to go out there and sometimes be a psychiatrist and know what you got. I always say you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to walk away, and know when to run. And as I say, each of us is an artist of our days. Whatever your mind says, you paint your picture every day. You have that vision on where you want to go. And the greater our integrity and awareness is, the more original and creative our time will become. So as you have that integrity, originality comes out. In any situation, you say, okay, it reminds me of the Marine Corps. It doesn't make a difference what the obstacle was. We were going to find a way to overcome it, go over it, above it, sideways, left ways, under. But we're going to find a way, go through it. Whatever it is, we got something in our arsenal, something that we can come out with and help someone see. And that's the whole thing. We got to be visionaries. We have to paint a picture with our words to make like it's a Picasso right on the walls. That's the way we just, you're a storyteller, you're a creative. They say facts tell, stories sell. And you got a great story, folks, people will buy it. They may not, like when we're selling cars, they say, well, this is a 5,000 horsepower, it has 7 nuts on the wheels are made of rubber. Don't nobody want to hear that.
but tell them, well, hey, this will, if you got a van, you can take your whole church out there. You can, it's luxury. You can take other helpless people or your family, and you can get your coworkers, and you can all go through the convention together, and you can take them all to church. That's what they ain't worried about, with the nuts on the car and what kind of rubber is on the tires, what size they are. But the story you just sold them on the vehicle. So that's what we have to do. We go out there and tell them our stories as we hear Sierra, we hear Janie, we hear Shuna, we hear Goddess Maya, we hear my stories, and now we can go out and use those same things out there and make it beneficial and show your value. As she said, we go out there and we want to make sure that we have our integrity by affecting and being effective at what we do. So I want to thank you all today. Have a wonderful day. Have a great weekend. Go out there and make something happen. If it's in business, it's in personal life, you are the guiding light and you are the hope of the world. You go out there and create, be creative, show your integrity, show them you are a person of integrity, and have the courage and fortitude to do so, and you will have a bright day. So this is Dennis Mott signing out, saying I'll see you all on the beaches and adventures of the world with lots of money in your pockets, wallets, purses, and most of all, those big fat bank accounts. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.